Monday, May 10th, 2021. It's 12 p.m. and we're located at the UIC Boardroom 201 Lindenwood. We have board members that are present here physically in the boardroom. We cite your name for the record and the ones that are logged in online for the record as well.
Francisco Castillo, present.
Gabriel Murillo, present.
Si se mira bien en la...
Ricardo Molina, online.
Molina. Any other board member online? All right, myself, Ramiro Vélez. You're present. We have a quorum, I'm sorry. So the quorum has been established and the meeting. Anybody else?
Ms. Oliveros needs the link.
They're trying to log in?
Yeah, Ms. Oliveros, he needs the link.
Yeah, text message. And I'll wait for text to use the phone. Juan Roberto Ramirez is on his way.
He's on his way. Okay, that's fine. We'll see if we can get Ms. Oliveros logged in and then we'll.
You can do all this.
Well, that's what we're gonna need to do.
Sí, lo siento.
We're gonna email it to you. We'll proceed. We have quorum, so we'll start. And we're gonna reset that is the United States of America. Under the Texas flag, pledge allegiance to thee.
To thee,
For we comments, we have Mr. Ovando.
Good afternoon, for the record, my name is Ovando. And I'd like to make reference to the superintendent contract. My kids have been out of school for several months, as many of you all also, and I'd like to remind you that if hopefully they're going to be coming soon to school again, that the new superintendent, Mr. Gonzalez, has his job cut out for him. And I think that we should make every available resource for him to make him successful, because my children's success is success. And
Public comments?
Yes, sir.
For the record, Mr. Ramirez logged in. Go ahead, Mr. Ovando.
I will take my time on that. I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. I've been working midnight and I just came today because I think this is so important that
Of course.
Mr. Gonzalez, he needs all our support, everyone's support. And I'm disappointed to see some of these postings online that people are criticizing. You know, I didn't have a personal favorite, but I do know that his success is going to be my children's success. And it's a very difficult time. And I think that everyone should be behind him at this time, especially at this moment. And following this on the contract, I hope that the new administration is more open and more coming to the parents, because in the past I've been asking for Superintendent Santos' contract, and there's a law requirement that it has to be posted. And although I have been asking for it, it has never been provided for me. The last amendment that I have seen is from 2016. I'm from that, I have not seen one. The first time that I requested one, I was directed by Mr. Cruz here to go to the UISDNet, and then I would go to the Board of Trustees, and to the right way at the bottom, there was a link that would say required postings, and that was where I found the contract. I've been calling, it's not there anymore. It gives a bad sense that something is being hidden. Was there a big raise given? Like, what happened? Is that the reason that, he decided to retire? I'm not saying there's nothing nefarious in there, but it does give us semblance that, wait a minute, there's something happening. Why is it being hidden from us? What does it have to be that way? Why can't this just be an open contract? Because it's required by law. It's not that something that we're just want to be nosy about and want to find out. No, this is required by law to be there. And I want to be here because I want to see if that contract can be provided to me and when it's going to be provided to me, because I've exhausted my resources. I've called everyone and their mom, and nobody has been able to provide me with that. So I come here before you, the board, to let you know that although it's a legal requirement, it's not fair, and I'd like to see it, because we the parents would like to see it. Thank you.
Joel, thank you very much for your comments today. Do we have any other public comments? Maybe somebody logged in online?
I think we had David Perez that was signed up to speak as well.
Mr. Perez?
And Rene Lavinia as well.
Mr. Perez, David Perez?
Yes, my name is David Perez. I'm president of the United Classroom Teachers Association, and on behalf of our organization, we'd like to congratulate and welcome Mr. David Gonzalez as our new superintendent. I've known Mr. Gonzalez since 2005 when he was at Washington Middle, and I had already heard a lot about him when he was at LBJ, and I saw him move up the ranks. I look forward to him being successful and having a good tenure here at UISD, and I look forward to working with him, and of course, as I've worked also with the board. I think we have a good relationship. So I wish him success and all the best. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Mr. Rene de la Viña? Mr. de la Viña, can you hear us?
Thank you, muted.
You're on mute, Rene.
Okay, can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, we hear you.
All right, thank you. Good afternoon, honorable board members. For the record, Rene de la Viña, Radio United TSTA full-time president. I just wanted to, there's three individuals that I want to recognize. The first one is, of course, Mr. Superintendent Santos. Mr. Santos and I have always had a good working relationship. We had good communication, we had good rapport. And Mr. Santos, I want to thank you for all your hard work, and you were tough, but you were a very fair superintendent, and I really enjoyed working with you. And what I liked about Superintendent Santos, and this, I'm addressing the board, is that whenever I had a concern in reference to a teacher or any school employee, he always came forward and we could always resolve it. I would say about 95% of the time we would be able to resolve any kind of concerns that I had in reference to our members. And again, Mr. Santos, thank you. Enjoy your retirement, and God bless you. I just want to also mention another person also that I can always call, and she's always looks into it and investigates, just like Mr. Santos does. And I also have very good communication with her. And I'm talking about Ms. Gloria Rendon. She's always been there. And matter of fact, last week I called her and I told her we have a concern. Can you please investigate? And she's real quick to respond, just like Mr. Santos was. And I appreciate everything that Ms. Rendon does. I look forward to continue working with her and to have an open dialogue with her. She's a very hardworking individual and a very professional individual. And thank you, Ms. Rendon, and thank you, Mr. Santos, Superintendent Santos. Lastly, finally, I'd like to congratulate Mr. David Gonzalez on behalf of TSTA. I would like to congratulate you, Mr. Gonzalez. I've known Mr. David Gonzalez for many, many, many years. He's also another individual that I can call and whenever I have a concern, and he's always quick to respond and to investigate my concerns. And I believe a lot of this communication is really good, because compared to all the grievances that I used to file 5 years ago at United ISD, our grievances have really came down because of this good communication that I've had with Superintendent Santos and also with Ms. Rendon and Mr. David Gonzalez. And Mr. Gonzalez, again, congratulations. I want to continue the open communication lines with you like I did with the superintendent and also with Ms. Rendon, so we can continue to resolve these issues at the lowest level as possible. And again, thank you very much. And I thank you very much, board. And you all are a really good board. Thank you very much. God bless you all.
Thank you, Mr. de la Viña. Any other individuals signed up that's online?
That's it.
That's it, okay. All right, do we have any other board members that are present online? I don't know if Ms. Olivero was able to log in. Mr. Rodriguez, Rick Rodriguez?
I am present.
Mr. Rodriguez is present for the record.
Elisa? She's there.
She should be there. Okay, all right.
Mr. Ramirez también.
And Mr. Ramirez for the record.
Alisa Oliveros, present for the record.
You go. All right. Good for that. With that, we move to individual consideration items. Item A is approved to rescind award of RFP 010-2021 six-stage air filtration system to Green Dream International.
Yes, good afternoon. For the record, Cordelia Jackson. We're recommending rescission of the board action taken on April 27th in relation to RFP 010-2021, the six-stage air filtration system to Dream Green International. The vendor submitted two options in the bid, one of which was the Jade system that met specifications and another one that did not meet specifications. After award, we were notified they were not a distributor for the Jade system and they could not provide the model that met the specifications, only the alternate model. So at this point, our recommendation is to rescind the award and rebid. We will be rebidding, but for 500 units, not 7,000, as a more permanent and economical system will be bid out that will address all areas of the building.
All right, so we had just voted and approved the awarding, and if I understand correctly, is that they did not have the equipment that we're looking for. Is that pretty accurate as far as?
It was the authorization to be able to sell that equipment.
To sell the equipment. Okay, so they didn't have that authorization now.
Correct.
All right.
I'll move to approve.
A motion by Mr. Montemayor, approve to rescind. Second by Mr. Castillo. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Ramirez, aye.
Castillo, aye. All right. Any against? None against. Motion passes to rescind.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. With that, we move to closed session. Board will adjourn the closed session pursuant to the following sections of the Texas Open Meetings Act, TGC 551.071, TGC 551.074, and TGC 551.076. Time is 12:13. We'll be back in approximately 45 minutes to an hour. Thank you very much. Thank you. Closed session, time is 1:04 p.m. The board will take appropriate action on items if necessary as discussed in closed session.
On agenda items 6A and 6B, there's no action at this time. Agenda item 6C, the recommendation is to approve the employment of David H. Gonzalez as superintendent of schools for United ISD and approval of the superintendent's employment contract as discussed in closed session.
So moved.
A motion by Mr. Montemayor.
Second.
Second. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Ready? Right.
Aye.
Aye.
All those against? None against. Motion passes.
I don't know, Mr. Gonzalez is here, so congratulations. Any words to the board?
As the board members of the audience, Mr. Santos, thank you, the board members for the support. As United District, we got to continue moving forward as we have in the past, working together as one unit. So I want to thank you for the support and I want to praise God.
Yes, sir.
That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Forward. Next item is item 6B, action regarding election of board officers.
I'll make a motion that the board officers change to parliamentarian Frank Castillo, secretary Juan Roberto Ramirez, vice president Elisa Oliveros, and president Javier Montemayor.
The motion
Effective June 1st, 2021, after the graduation ceremony.
There's a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
By Ms. Oliveros. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Bellis?
Aye.
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 Duele.
All those against? None against, motion passes.
I think, just to reiterate, Mr. Santos, I'm not sure if you want to say a few words, how Mr. Bellis has handled this whole
No,
pandemic
absolutely.
year, very tough, and I know we've strapped him with a lot of duties.
Well, I know, I'd like to address obviously Mr. Ellis, the members of the board, to the audience and everybody that's listened to this. It's been an extremely difficult year. But I think Mr. Ellis and the rest of the board members have been very supportive in helping us get to where we trying to get. And I know, for students and parents and teachers, extremely difficult, but I think we got through it. We're able to bring some students back, and I think we're looking forward to next year, Mr. Gonzalez and his staff, to be able to bring United back to where it always has been. And as superintendent, I want to thank you personally. I think you've been very supportive, and so has the board. So again, we need support, Mr. Gonzalez, to make sure we continue to move forward.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Santos. Thank you, sir.
Item 6E, it's action regarding modification of internal auditor's plan.
The recommendation is to approve the modified internal auditor's plan for, effective immediately as discussed in closed session.
Motion.
Second.
Any further discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Bellis?
Aye.
Aye, Castillo.
Aye.
All those against? None against, motion passes. With that, we adjourn and then we'll